Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Buratech Around the Internet. All right, welcome back. So I've started a new kind of show on this channel, and it's just called Around the Internet. And all Around the Internet is basically a show where I look at a website, a Reddit post, or just something on the internet, and there's no better place to start than my own company, Mammoth Interactive. Now, of course, you can see my office here. Now, I haven't gotten it painted yet, but I am planning to paint this really cool color. But I want to talk about my redesign here and my website here. So before, my website didn't look as good as it did here. And I spent some money to hire a developer to just basically make it. And I couldn't be more impressed with it. So there's a lot of really cool things. And there's a lot of really, I want to talk through some of the design processes here. So, and just with hiring people. So I'd say the first thing here is that we have the new logo. It's simpler. I did a whole video about it. You can check it out here. But the color scheme is really good. We got navy blue, which is the opposite of orange, which I really like. And then we also have an off black and an off white. So this is kind of like a 4-color scheme that works really well. And you'll see this throughout the whole website here. And I should also mention that the opposite on the color wheel does pop, right? So the orange pops against the navy blue. So the first thing when you're working with anybody is when you're working with somebody, they might give you an idea that you might not like. And you have to kind of just sit and digest that idea first. And one of the things, I didn't want to have this Mammoth Interactive logo here. I was just going to have a big circle. Maybe that looks better. I think this in the end looks better. It wasn't my idea, but I'm going to keep it anyway. So, the first thing when you're designing a website is you want to have your first product here. And if you don't already know, the first product that Mammoth Interactive has is this Hello Coding. We do one every year and update it. And it basically shows you everything you need to know about coding. And what this does is this takes us to our Teachable website, and it basically allows you to do that here. Now, I could have had a website that kind of logs in through the front end here, but for me personally, it's just easier to go with Teachable. That's just what it is. So, all of the links go to that. So this is my first flagship course. If you're looking into the best flagship product that your company has, and your company should have a flagship product. It says, what should you buy, right? You're talking to someone and you say, what do you do? Well, I own a company that teaches people how to code. Oh, what should I buy? It's like, well, buy Hello Coding 3.0. It's literally our best product, right? So that's the kind of thing that you want right here. It's pretty easy. It's pretty basic here. But the next thing is that I also have a secondary product, which I really like. And this is the Python for Finance. And I really like this course. It's basically Python, like machine learning, all that kind of stuff here. And this one also is probably our second one. So in the first couple areas, we have our first and our second one. Also, I should mention up at the top here, we have a sign up for free, so we can grab people's with a free course here, right? And that just basically gets the email address, and then we can upsell courses that way. So it's pretty easy, it's pretty basic here. And also, I should mention, as soon as you scroll down, this turns from a transparent nav bar to a black card. And I should mention, if I haven't already, that the color scheme is adhered to pretty much throughout this website, and it does really look good. So you can see that we have a second product, very good stuff. Also, the other thing that may not be apparent is, even though this is an online course, it's on a computer. So, should I just have the title card or should I have a computer? Well, the computer is a good choice here. And then here we have like a lot of other courses. We have, our Excel course, which is probably our third top selling course, Hello Coding. We have Get Hired, and then we have a bunch of other ones here, all right? So as we go down through the website, we have more of what Mammoth does, and we have, why people kind of come to us, learn at your own pace, which is what we do. We show people how to bring the best out of them, and then, you can earn more, right? And then this is my favorite part, where we have basically a call to action. And the cool thing about this is that, it says build practical projects to get hired. This is the one thing Mammoth does with our courses. We really emphasize building a project from scratch, and it's not just theory, right? And so this is big, it's bold, and I should also mention that this is responsive, right? So it looks really good and responsive here. And you can see here, the designer did a masterful job with the icons, as well as more information about what we want what we're about here. Learn to code. You can build apps, you can build games, and become an entrepreneur, right? Starting your own company, interning your own company through your own coding project. That's really what we're about here, okay? And then we have our pricing plans here. Not only do we have things up top, but we also have like the ultimate and the success version and the beginner, right? So you can get all these courses, and by the way, we're coming up with subscription only courses fairly soon, and I'm really excited to do that here. So we also one of the things we do is we do machine learning very well, and that's another big bold here. So you can see how this one is similar but different. Very important. They rhyme. So these two sections rhyme together. Okay. And that's a big thing in design that's very hard to teach. Okay. And then you can see where we're featured on, and we've been featured on a ton of places, right? Over the years. I mean, with 10 years coming up, I'm coming up to 10 years on Mammoth Interactive. So 10 years on Mammoth Interactive is huge, and I really do like it. So, you can see we're in a lot of places here. And then we have a bunch of reviews, and these are, of course, big reviews from not only students but other areas as well. Some more stores we've been featured on. I should really update that Udemy logo, but that's a maybe topic for a different time. And then this is one of my favorite parts. Okay, so again, going with the rhyming concept, we have the circle here and the circle, right? Those rhyme together, and it might, because it works so well, it might not seem obvious, but it really does take a lot of work. And we have some nice stock photos here. This is also a really good stock photo. Okay, good stock photos are key to having a good website here. And then lastly, we have contact here, and then all of our social media down here. Okay, so that's kind of page one. The courses, I believe, just go straight to our training website. Okay, and then actually let's go to our blog. So if you don't know, we post things periodically on our blog here. We should be doing that a little bit more, but we're posting articles on our blog. We have an affiliate section. Let me just open up all these ones here, and then the about section as well as the press section. So let me just open this up here. So the blog here, this is probably going to have to get redesigned at some point, but the short answer is that we're posting a lot of our content on this blog here, and we'll continue to do that. Okay. Now let's take a look at the affiliates page, because this is different. Now, if you notice, the background's different. It's white now. Okay, but it still adheres to the color scheme, so it works. It's different enough to make it work, right? And so if you want to become an affiliate, you can just send us a message here, and it's pretty easy. Okay. And I don't think we had the review section. It's a review section also white. Yeah. Okay. So the reviews, the reviews just go down to what they're saying on that site. So, by the way, this was all done in Elementor, which I absolutely love. And so you can see there's a really good stock photo, and again, the same students here. And I really like this color scheme. Like this works really well, right? So having a good color scheme with your logo works as well. Again, great stock image. That rhyming feature works as well, and then having our logo at the bottom. All right. So that looks pretty good. We also have a press kit, right? A little bit about me, a little bit about Mammoth. We have our Kickstarters here, and then we have, buratech, our YouTube channel, some reviews, again, a different stock photo, and then get in touch, and there we go. Okay. And so you can see some of the Mammoth team, the company overview, and you can see this I really like. Okay. And you can see that this looks really good. And, we've sold over 1 million courses, which I'm very happy to see. And so you can see that we have, our title card, and then this looks really good. The designer did such a good job, and he was very easy to work with too, by the way. Again, the reviews, why you need to take this stuff, and there you go. So I'm very happy with all this here. So again, if you click on the Mammoth logo, it brings us back to the home page, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much our site here. And the other thing is, if I go to Teachable here, I really wanted to change the background into everything, but it didn't quite work out the way they don't let you do that, which is somewhat frustrating. That's our website. I'm very happy with it, and you can definitely see that a lot of work and care was put into it, and it's very, very good, right? You can see like the animations work really well. This color scheme works well. The rhyming of the design works well. And, you know, as I mentioned in a previous buratech video, you should probably do this maybe like, you know, every 3 years or so. Or until it, you know, it seems out of date. Because like the last one worked at the time, but now it doesn't work. So I had to basically redo this. And so I'm very happy with this. Also, the other thing about Mammoth, which I mention all the time, but I'm going to mention here again, is that the marketing goes with the whole metaphor of the mammoth. The mammoth is big and it's bold. So the fonts are big and bold. The marketing is big and bold. You know, this basically sums up, you know, the whole company through metaphors. And that's really important to get. Now, I know there's a lot of people and coders on this channel, and they're like, well, you don't really need to know this design stuff. Well, let's put it this way. Apple is one of the most, if not the most valuable company on the planet, and they think about this stuff every single day. Steve Jobs was very into this kind of stuff. So watch any of the movies on Steve Jobs, and he'll tell you that it's basically that this stuff is important, right? You know, they brought different kinds of fonts to computers, and that was new. And it was a creative decision. It wasn't a technical decision. So, you know, the way that we interact with computers is important. And you need to understand at least the basics, even if you're the big backend developer, all right? So I think that's it. Please share my website. It's really good. Also, yeah, so basically it was WordPress Elementor. This is what it's built in here. So, okay, so that is the first episode of Around the Internet. And I hope you liked it. I certainly will be doing more of these, and you'll probably see these on the weekend, just because the weekdays are set up for news, and this is more for the weekend content. All right, so that's pretty much the show. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in Around the Internet. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.